Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, as you know, we don't have Hot Messy this week because I have mom in town and we are getting ready to fly out to Los Angeles tomorrow morning, super early. So there's a lot to get ready for. Thank you for understanding, but we do have a members only vlog coming from our trip. And trust me when I say this is not a vlog that you're going to want to miss. So if you're not a part of the members, it's $2.99 a month. Get a part of them. And then of course, you know, as things ramp up for like BravoCon and stuff, we'll have a lot more vlogs coming your way. But with that, we're back to talk about Gary and all of this stuff that's going on with Below Deck Sailing Yacht. This is a huge accusation. So we're going to get into it. Before we do, make sure to smash that like button, show some love, and let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, you guys, the fact that Bravo is responding to this too. Oh, okay. Here we go. Gary King is being accused of forcing himself on a female crew member amid production on the 4th season of Below Deck Sailing Yacht last summer. During an interview with Rolling Stone, massive. Rolling Stone, this is not, like, this is the first, like, Pandora's box just opened. This is one. I know about the Vanity Fair article that still hasn't come out yet. Okay. So, during an interview with Rolling Stone on Thursday, makeup artist Samantha Suarez, who is 27, who first worked on Below Deck's makeup department during the series' 10th season, accused Gary, who's 35, of sexually harassing her or assaulting her while drunk in his hotel room in Sardinia, and this is Italy, where he and his castmates were staying amid filming. There is no limit to alcohol consumption whatsoever, which I think poses a really big problem. According to Samantha, she was accompanying a drunk Gary back to his room in July of 2020 when he began behaving erratically, yelling off his balcony and begging her not to leave his room. Although Samantha attempted to lighten the mood by joking that she was going to sit outside the room to make sure he didn't leave, Gary reportedly responded by asking her to get in bed with him, even though he knew she was in a relationship. Samantha eventually left, but returned later with snacks and water for Gary, who allegedly answered the door in his underwear and again begged her to stay. Gary. I was like, I have to go. I need to go bring other people water and food. And he's like, no, please. So I stepped into the room to set the case of waters down. And again, he's repeating, don't leave. And I was like, I have to go. I'm not staying. Then as Samantha turned to leave, she revealed Gary came up behind her, grabbed her, and pressed her against his body and refused to let go of her as she tried to kick and elbow him to get off of her. Although she was able to break loose and tried to get out of Gary's room, he reportedly followed her and shut the door from behind her. At that point, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was freaking out. It just happened so fast, is what Samantha said. And when she received a phone call from the talent manager, she was able to get to the hallway to answer. I'm freaking out, and he goes, what's wrong? What's going on? And I'm like, just leave me alone. Gary tried to come up behind me and put his arm around me. He's in the hallway in his underwear, and it's all weird and fucked up. And so I'm just like, just go back in your room and don't come out. Now, following the incident, Samantha told producers what happened and noted that she no longer felt comfortable near him. And in response, producers allegedly told her he'd be fired if any additional bad behavior was reported and forced him to sleep on the boat for the rest of filming. It pretty much sucked from there on out. I was just in such a depressive state. And so for those of you guys who don't know, when you see them sleeping on the boat and stuff like that, they don't actually sleep on the boat. They sleep in the hotel. And then they film as if they're sleeping on the boat, which I know that's like such a mind F for everyone. And I believe if you guys watch it, this is why it's important to tune in on Tuesday nights and watch Anchor Watch with Jason and Josh at 11 p.m. Eastern, because they bring on Captain Sean. They break down a lot of this, and it's kind of wild when you don't know what you don't know about the behind the scenes. And this would be one of those moments where it's behind the scenes. Surprise, they don't sleep on the boat. Okay. It pretty much sucked from there on out. I was just in a super depressive state. And looking back, Samantha said that she stayed in her hotel room for a week after her encounter with Gary and even considered quitting. In response to the claims against Gary, a spokesperson for Bravo told Page Six, Bravo is committed to maintaining a safe and respectful workplace for the cast and crew on our reality shows. We require our third-party production companies to have appropriate workplace policies and trainings in place and a clear process on how to report concerns. The concerns that Ms. Suarez raised in July 2022 were investigated at that time, and action was taken based off of the findings. In addition to Samantha's allegations against Gary, another crew member spoke out, telling the magazine that they saw Gary grab a female cast member's butt, touching her inappropriately despite being told no, and grabbing a crew member's genitals. Ugh. Gary. He's next level scary with women. It was insane. There were multiple incidents of harassment in front of multiple producers after this person had been given verbal warnings multiple times. Well, the thing is, especially with the way that Bravo is saying this, they're like, we expect the production teams to maintain safe environments, because it is the production team who's there, and the production team is not directly like, they are not owned by Bravo or owned by NBC. The production teams are outsourced, then they get the content, and then Bravo buys the content and puts it up, right? That's kind of how this works. And so for this situation, it's very easy for Bravo to say, this is your guys' problem. This is your fault. We're expecting you to maintain. We're not on the ground. We're not in Sardinia, Italy with you. We're expecting you to make sure that these things don't happen. But then also fans are saying, hold on, wait. You're saying now you knew about this. You did an investigation and action was taken, but he's still on the show. You just announced BravoCon 2023. He's in the lineup. So I think fans are pissed because they're like, he shouldn't be affiliated or associated in anything now at this point, especially if this came out. What the fuck are we doing? And again, this Gary situation, this is Pandora's box being opened. There will be many more, I'm sure, things that come out, because now everyone's going to want to tell their story. I think people are getting more and more comfortable speaking out against certain things, as you should. If something is wrong or if you experience something, you should speak out about it. No woman or man should ever feel like they are being harassed or pushed up against or pressed on or any of those things. It shouldn't happen. And it shouldn't be acceptable. And in no workplace environment should you not get fired for that. So I'm curious to see what happens. Guys, go ahead and comment below. I mean, this is the Rolling Stone article. I told you guys. Again, there's a Vanity Fair article coming out. I'm guessing it's still being written as we speak. I'm sure Bravo has wind of this. They can't stop Vanity Fair. They didn't stop Rolling Stone. So it kind of leads me to question how many more of these articles are going to come out. And then I also saw where some people were like, you know, these are sort of the situations and the circumstances that Bethany Frankel should be focusing on in this reality reckoning. Maybe not so much the Rachel Leviss of it all, but maybe more so some of these workplace situations where it's like, okay, we're filming a show. You don't get to just do what you want. You don't get to do these things and press yourself against somebody or like lure them into your hotel room. And that shouldn't be acceptable. Where's HR? All right, guys. I'm so curious what you have to say. Go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And more importantly, before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.